Hey guys, and welcome to another video on the Ants Oneida Ant channel, but it is not Ants Oneida anymore, as it's actually GreatNorthAnts now. So today we are going to be building a little terrarium for not ants, but some other peculiar creatures. So let's get into it. I'm using a cricket keeper for this. This is just a pretty basic cricket keeper, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And we have some fake plants, a rock, and this little hiding place. So guess in the comments or right now, pause the video, what you think I'm going to be putting in this, because it is not ants. It is some other type of insecto. So let's get into the time lapse of the build. Okay, so now the terrarium is done. So now I'm going to introduce the creatures who will be inhabiting this terrarium. So let's get into them. Okay, so the creatures that we will be housing in this mealworm, these are not the only ones, but these are the first ones. And they are some mealworms. I'm going to try to use this as a mealworm breeding ground for my gecko. Same with crickets, which we'll also be introducing in a minute. But here are the mealworms. Let me just open up the case here. I'm not going to put all of them in because I do need to feed my gecko occasionally with these. But her main source of food is crickets. So let's just find some of these mealworms and plop them on in. There we go, one. I'm going to add around 10 since we don't really give her too many of these, as these are more of a treat. And I would like to keep these more as a little experiment to see if we can make a little life cycle for these guys. We'll take out some of the carcasses I'm putting in because these guys shed and molt, so I'm putting in a few of those on accident. I will take those out after I'm done recording this little clip here. So yeah, I'm just going to put a few more in, just trying to find them. Got them all riled up. Don't want to accidentally grab the fake ones, aka the shells. I grabbed one there. I'll grab one or two more spoons here of them. So you just gotta grab some here. And some more. Let's find one or two more. And I think we'll go right here. And there we go. So there's around 10 mealworms in there now. So now I'm gonna clean out the carcasses of their shells. They aren't really carcasses because they are not dead mealworms. They're just mealworms which are like their shed. For example, here I'll show you guys the shed. So what they look like, they're just little pieces here that aren't alive. They're just little pieces that they shed off. Of course, that is how mealworms function and work. That's probably the dumbest thing I think I've said, mealworms function. But yeah, now I got all those out, we will introduce the crickets. This is going to be a little bit more of an interesting one here. I'm just going to put a cap on this here so they don't crawl out of their setup. So these I'm going to do really quickly because these guys jump. There's already one on the top, so I'm just going to hit him in. Hello? Get in? I'm trying to get him in. Okay, perfect. We got one in. And now let's grab, as you see, we got a bunch of these crickets in here. I'm going to grab this little thing. I need to grab them in a space so I don't make them all jump, because when one jumps, they all jump. Just shake a few off into here. Okay, nice. So we got all of the creatures who will be inhabiting this tank in here. So I better put the top on this so they don't escape. So now I'm actually going to be feeding these creatures their first meal. So let's show you guys that in 1 second here. Okay, so I got their food. I'm giving them a little bit of bell pepper and a few little leaves of spinach. You know, I actually had a leaf of spinach. This spinach is actually really good, so I can understand why these guys really like it. So let's open it up. There's just some food scraps from dinners we have. There's a half a bell pepper left over, so there we go. But I just took a little chunk because I don't need too much. So I'm going to give them a little piece of bell pepper, and I'm going to give them a little spinach stick over here. And, you know, after that, I think I'm just going to eat this one because I don't need too much, because there isn't really that much life in here just yet. We might add a few isopods or something to it when I can actually get my hands on them because of the whole thing that it's snowing outside. It is still snow on the ground. And so the main reason why I can't do videos on ants is I only have one ant queen. And I can actually get ants from outside to film, or I can't get really ants inside to film, because even if I did have a full colony, I don't have anything, because they would be still in hibernation for a week or two. So this is why I decided to start the series. And yeah, we'll be doing weekly updates on this. You can also see a few more updates on my TikTok. Go follow it. It's at GreatNorthAnts. Great place to go follow me. It's going to be where you can see the most. I also have an Instagram, GreatNorthAnts. You can find them. And yeah, so that is it for today's video. I will get some shots of them eating this. But yeah, then it'll be the outro. So, see you guys in the next one. See you around in another GreatNorthAnts video.